What's good, y'all? Buckle up coming through on a quick drive special. Big ups to everybody already subbed in. Appreciate it all. And if you haven't already subbed in, sub in. And welcome. And the only other request is that you hit that like sign before you get out of here if you feel me. Just hit that like sign before you get out of here if you feel me. And of course, you catch sports on my Twitter page. You catch a prediction when the community posts. Take the money off the floor. And as always, Sports Prediction 101 Cash App link is in the description box for those who win and want to show love. Alright. So, let's go ahead and get straight to the chop. So, I don't know. Yesterday, I went on Bark for the Bone channel, made a comment in his comments, and he told me to hit the link as if I wouldn't hit the link. So if y'all want to go check that out, see what was going on with that show. Basically, where it was him doing like I always tell y'all, continuously hitting the mute button, continuously mute button hitting. Every time I come on there and say 2-3 words, he mute button hitting. Mute button this, mute button that. Alright? So, if you haven't seen that show, go check it out. But I'm going to give y'all all the shit because I know it's a lot of people probably was over there wanting to hear what I had to say. And I told y'all, I'm going to give it to you so you'll know what all the capping this nigga was doing. First of all, before I even say something about that, this morning he wake up, keep talking about this motherfucker shit, make videos about how Ryan can't beat Devin. Listen, Devin lost to Ryan. Devin lost to Ryan because he thought he could attack in the pocket and got caught with that motherfucking left hook over and over and over again. Alright? That's why Devin lost. The Osterin had nothing to do with Devin keep walking into that motherfucking left hook. Whether the Osterin there or not, he walking to that left hook, he dropping the same way he was doing in that fight. Devin lost. Devin got trashed by Ryan. It's killing you. That's why you still talking about it to this day, trying to justify something that you can't justify. Devin got trashed by Ryan. And Osterin ain't have shit to do with it. Now, let's head on to this shit from last night. When you kept trying to cut me off, thinking this shit wasn't going to get out. So, first and foremost, the story that anybody that might be listening to me right now, that y'all heard him tell y'all about me protecting Tank, saying that that's how we first met. I heard him telling y'all that when I was off there, telling y'all that that's how when we first met. He first met me with me protecting Tank. When Tank was supposed to be ducking Loma, that's a whole fucking lie, y'all. Alright? That's not how we met. Alright, check this out. Go in my receipts. Go way back as deep as you can in my receipts. Alright? And listen to what I used to be saying about Tank when he was unifying, when he wouldn't unify with Tevin Farmer or Lomachenko or Miguel Burchell. And back in those days, y'all, like 2016, 17, whatever, 18, 2016, 17, 18, all in them years right there, them days, back in them days, Loma went to Floyd Twitter and told Floyd to stop hiding your fighter. When Loma was a champion at 135, Loma told Floyd on Twitter to stop hiding your fighter. Now, back at that time, BFTB was fucking with Tank heavy. He was fucking with Tank heavy. And you can go in his receipts and see when he was sucking Tank off. He was sucking Tank off back in this time. All right. And at the same time, Floyd was guiding Tank because, of course, BFTB was a heavy Floyd fan too, and Floyd was guiding Tank career in the wrong way back in those days, telling Tank that he can age Loma out. All my real ones know what I'm talking about. Y'all remember, y'all know that's fact talk. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Floyd was telling Tank that he can age Loma out. And y'all know I wasn't feeling that shit at all. Y'all already know I don't get down like that. That money shit don't, all that money shit don't mean shit as far as that shit ain't got nothing to do with what the fuck I'm paying attention to, and that shit don't benefit me at all. You feel me? So, I wasn't feeling that shit at all. Baltimore fighter or not, if you not taking the fights, me as a fan want to see you in, I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. And back then, BFTB was speaking on Tank's behalf because Devin or Bill hadn't come to his channel yet. Back in these days, back when I'm talking about, right, and when this was going on, after Tank won the belt from Pedraza and all that type shit, yeah, these was the days Devin or Bill hadn't came to BFTB channel yet. Alright, all that shit that y'all see with him now, hey Bill, yeah, blah, 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 all that dumbass shit you see him doing, starstruck shit you see him doing now, he ain't had the opportunity to do that back then. That wasn't open to him. Alright, if y'all remember Black Fight Fan, used to be on the channel had the broad on the channel with him, they used to be on there talking together and shit, I forgot her name, but Black Fight Fan, BFT, if y'all remember Black Fight Fan, BFTB had a debate with Black Fight Fan, and BFTB was defending Tank moves to the highest level, to the veins coming out the neck, to the head busting open. Oh yeah, y'all ain't know that? I probably got people on here now say, oh, what you talking about, buckle up? Oh, if you didn't know that, hold up. If you just coming around, yeah. The same energy that you see him using with, as far as Devin, the energy that you see him using with Devin, yeah, he was using that same exact energy with, he was using that same exact energy with Tank. Yeah. Let me tell y'all something. I'm talking about throughout the time when after Tank won the belt and didn't unify with nobody and all that shit and went to 135 and went to 140. I'm talking about all of that. When he went to 135 and took the second tier belt from Gamboa, wasn't the real belt, and everybody like, what the fuck is you doing? Why you ain't trying to fight the super belt champion at 135? And then we was wondering why he didn't fight George Taylor at 140. And he went up there and fought Barrios instead. Yeah, BFTB was supporting all of that shit. He was calling Tank a 3-division champion, not mentioning the fact that the belt he took from Gamboa at 135 was a second-tier belt. He wasn't mentioning that. Just like the belt he took from Barrios at 140, it was a second-tier belt. He didn't mention Josh Taylor was the real champion because he was protecting BFTB back then. I mean, he was protecting Tank back then. And BFTB kept all of that shit on the low. Yeah, it's videos y'all can go back and see where he kept that shit on the low. You would just hear him calling Tank a 3-division champion, not mentioning nothing about that 135 and 140 belt being second-tier belts. Not mentioning nothing about that. He simply called Tank a 3-division champion. And back then, I was telling BFTB, Tank is a 1-division champion against Pedraza. That's the only super belt I seen Tank take. That's what I told him. Yeah, we was debating about, we was going back and forth about that. And this nigga, Bark for the Bone, was finding some kind of way to go around the facts that I was putting out there that he wasn't unifying. Tank wasn't unifying at 130. But then came Bill. Here we go, y'all. Then came Bill Haney to his channel. Then came Bill Haney to his channel, and he met Devin, and then he switched the fuck up. Then the switch up came on Tank because Bill had BFTB starstruck. I don't know what happened behind closed doors, but he had the guy starstruck. And Bill led him, and Bill led him to turn on Tank like the yes man he is. So that's why he say Tank a one division champion against Pedraza, because Bill told him, you know damn well Tank won second tier belt at 135 and 140. When he got BFTB by himself, that's what he told him. How could you dare call? Don't get on there, be on your channel calling him no 3 division champion no more. Don't you dare do that. And BFTB made sure he exposed that shit daily now, that he is not a 3 division champion. Which is facts. He got second tier belts at 135 and 140. They not super belts. That's facts. But my point is, you was with that shit. You was riding for him with that shit. You was with that shit. You wasn't speaking against that shit until Bill came along. I always been straight down the middle, and y'all know this. Me and BFTB little situation didn't come about over no motherfucking Tank. And that's why I just explained that to y'all. Now let me tell y'all. So one day I was strolling through the comments, through the news feed, and I came across this particular boxing talk channel, Bark for the Bone, BFTB. And when I went on a live show, he was debating with some dude about Deontay Wilder. And the dude he was debating with was saying Deontay Wilder was a sloppy fighter and a hype job and all kinds of shit like that. And BFTB, I've just seen, this is my first time saying him, BFTB told the dude, your mother didn't say his skills were so sloppy when she was sucking his joint. That's the first time I got on a boxing talk channel and I heard shit get out of lane, get off track like that. Far as somebody ever talking like that. That's the first time I've ever heard that shit on the boxing. I always hear people talking boxing, this regular boxing talk, and they stay on boxing. I never heard that shit get out of hand like that. So it was catchy for me to hear that. So I'm pretty sure y'all heard him do shit like that 100 times though. So y'all know what I'm talking about. Then he told the dude, then he told the dude that he was fussing with to put his bitch. Can you shut? Hang on, hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. So what I was saying, then he told the dude that he was talking to out there, he told the dude to put his bitch on a live if he want to continue to talk. He had to put his bitch in the background on a live show. This is what BFTB was telling the dude he was on the channel talking to. He had to put his bitch on his live show. And the dude told him, hold up, bro. That's my daughter. Yeah. The dude told him, hold up, bro. That's my daughter. So BFTB say, I don't give a fuck. Put that bitch on a live. I was sitting there watching like, this shit can't be serious. This shit can't be serious. So I went in the comments after the video was over and asked this guy, do you hold boxing conversations with grown men like that in public? Just because the dude gave you his opinion about sloppy ass Deontay Wilder, you tell the man to put his daughter on a live? Would you do or say shit like that in person off this guy saying what he said about Wilder? And he said, yeah, I would. You want to try it? That's what he said to me in the comments. That's how I first met him, y'all. Yeah. Real talk. That's exactly how that shit happened. That's how we first met. Makes sense, right? That's how I first met him. So he told me, he was coming to Baltimore to go to Philly while he was in Texas, that on the shit that he be telling y'all about when he came to Baltimore and posed to road through Baltimore. So he told me he was coming to Baltimore to ride through Philly. He told me that on his live show, y'all. He said, yeah, I got a trip to Baltimore and I'm coming to Baltimore in like a week. We'll see, or whatever. So I was in his comments back then. I told him, when you get to Baltimore, he said when he come to Baltimore, he gonna go to Hooters. Hooters his favorite restaurant. He gonna make sure he stop there. We can meet there. So I say you get to Baltimore, go to the place you claim you know the most. And like I just told y'all, I said that was Hooters. So I told him, when you get to Baltimore, on your way, I told him in his comments, when you get to Baltimore, make sure you go to Hooters and turn your live on so I know you there. And I'll be there in like 10, 15 minutes tops. So when the nigga got to Baltimore, while he was riding, when he got to Baltimore, yeah, he turned his live show on. He turned his live show on while he was in his car. And he was riding through Baltimore. He was somewhere over in East Baltimore. He was riding through Baltimore in his car. And I told him in his chat, shit that he tried to act like he didn't see. He don't want to tell y'all that he seen it. He said he seen it when he got to Philly. I said, you on your way to Hooters? You going to Hooters? He said he didn't see that till he got to Philly. He ain't want to see it while he was in Baltimore, right? So he ain't stop his car. He ain't stop his car and say, buckle up. I'm at such and such gas station and I'd rather stay here and wait for you. He ain't say that neither. None of that. And I heard Black Truth in the best way ask you, do you know me personally? Or do you got my number? Or do I got yours or none? None of that, Black Truth. None of that. I don't know this cornball that keep telling y'all he lived in Baltimore for 6 years, but he don't tell y'all he lived in the suburbs where they keep their fucking horses and shit for the racetrack. And listen, y'all, go back and every receipt that he got, you will never hear this nigga saying he on his way to no motherfucking Horseshoe Casino getting off his live show. He never was on a live show stand here getting off the live show saying, let's meet at the Horseshoe Casino. Or he never had the heart to get off his live show if he was here and go to the Horseshoe Casino and turn his live on and say, I'm in the Horseshoe Casino. Never. Never. Ever. I mean, and yeah, you don't gotta keep the live on when I show up. You wouldn't have had to keep the live on when we show up. He said he was on there yesterday talking about, why would I want to have my live on and I'm going to beat the fuck out you? Trying to uphold your shit in front of people because you got subs and people listening to you. Sounding like a goofy. Talking goofy. You talking about what you going to do to a motherfucker on your live show. That's good enough. That's good enough right there. So what do it matter if you got the shit on just to show that you there? I don't got your phone number. You don't got mine. I don't know you. You don't know me. So why can't you just turn your live on and let me know you there? And then when I got there, I was going to leave my phone recording on. You wasn't going to have to leave yours on. Nobody was going to do nothing. Nobody was going to do nothing but pretty much take everything of value that you had on the spot. I'm being honest with you, though. At least I'm being honest with you. They was going to take everything that you had of value on the spot. Your car was getting took too. And you was going to be on video for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. That was the plan. Walking around in downtown Baltimore with no shoes on either. All kinds of goofy shit. Shoes coming off while you find your way to the airport or a bus station or whatever to get your way back. And by the time you made it back to Texas, it would be just in time for you to see yourself getting treated like the visitor that definitely took the wrong motherfucking route. Yup. And like I told you the other day, I was going to make you look into the camera. I would have made you look into the camera and tell your subs all the tough talk was about getting your views up. I would have made you say that for sure. I would have made you say that shit like Bud did T.O. That's the kind of shit I do. I would have made you say that shit. And Black Truth, if you listening, the nigga, if you listening, the nigga he think he cool with, they already know me. Yeah, Black Truth, the niggas he think he cool with, they already know me. Born at Sinai Hospital, spent most of my life in Charlie Hill Projects and known all over Baltimore. Goofy ass, lame, don't know shit about he don't know shit about here or me or nobody he think he know. You feel me? He think he know a nigga. He gonna think he know a nigga and get tricked into a bad situation, Black Truth. You feel me? Yeah, get tricked right into a bad situation. I heard the dude come on his channel. When I left and told him he was crashing out. Definitely. Came straight on there and told him he was crashing out. And BFTB holler, what the fuck you mean I'm crashing out? Fuck you talking about? So the nigga just came straight out and told him, why you crashing about Tank, bro? Making you look, making you lie to your subs. Telling them you was going to meet that man in Baltimore, and telling them you was going to meet that man in Baltimore, knowing you not from there, and most likely odds to be stacked against you in anybody else city, bro. That's why I always tell y'all that the nigga a cornball. Only a cornball would think he gonna pull that off. Only a cornball. He a cornball. Everything you think and say, everything you think and say about me, you assume. You gotta remember that. Everything that you think and you say about me, you fucking assume. You assume I live in my mother's basement. That's what you assume. That's the picture you have. I told you delusional, yo. You sickly delusional. You a goofy. And you believe I live in my mother's basement. And I pump gas at the BP for change. That's what you believe. Because you done told yourself that so many times. You done ran the false narrative in your mind so many times. Same shit you do with boxing talk. You a goofy. You can't fuck with me at all. In no kind of way. So, if you that confident in knowing that, if you so confident in knowing this is who you got on the other end, a guy that's pumping change for the BP at the BP, like you said, and living in his mother's basement, you feel like you know that's the guy you got on the other end, it shouldn't be no motherfucking problem with you getting here and turning your fucking live on. But you don't truly believe that in your fucking heart. And that's why he got quiet. And he shut the fuck up when the dude told him, chill, bro. Do your boxing talk. Do your boxing talk. He told him, you not going to Baltimore to meet that man. Why you even moving with that conversation? When you know you didn't go to Baltimore to meet that man and you wasn't going to stop your car to go find out where that man. You wasn't trying to meet up with that man. He was telling you some real fucking shit. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for seeing through that. Because he's a sure fucking goofy. And listen, y'all. He only do that because I smashes him in boxing talk conversations. Any boxing talk conversation he choose to have, Wilder, anything he talk about that Frank Martin shit, anything, I shut him the fuck up quick. He don't got no response, so he gotta move the goalposts to some shit that you know he not gonna do, as far as coming out and all that. He still want to talk about other shit because he don't got no more defense for the shit that I shut down on boxing talk. I shut his goofy topics the fuck down and close the motherfucking casket every time. But instead of him letting me expose the dummy narratives that he be running in boxing, he cut me off with the mute button. He cut me off with the mute button and he switched to gangster talk. He switched to gangster talk knowing he a whole pussy. A whole pussy. Moving the goalposts for nothing. For shit he would never do. And y'all see how every time I said you supposed to went to the Hooters, you see it hit that motherfucking mute button, right? I said, why you go to that motherfucking Hooters? Why you go down there and click that live on and just say you here and turn that bitch off? All you gotta do, show me you there. Listen, I don't know why he don't just read my comments and shut the fuck up when you see me on your live. If you see me on your live show and you see me in your motherfucking comments and I say something in the comments, bitch nigga, shut your bitch ass the fuck up. Don't be asking me to come on no motherfucking live. You done prove you not ready for me. So answer the fucking comment, shut the fuck up, and keep it moving. Don't be talking about no click the link, bitch nigga. No need for you to ask me to hit the motherfucking link when you know damn well I'ma have you on the mute button quick because people know I'm telling the truth. And that don't just go for me, that go for most of them niggas that come on there that's shutting you down on and telling you some real shit. You do the same shit. When you losing a boxing conversation, you move the fucking goalpost. You hit the mute button and you move the goalpost. That's what your channel based on. They can see a lie being told just like when the truth is being told. They can see when the truth is being told. People be saying that shit. You didn't get your live up at Hooters. You didn't get your live up at Hooters when you got to Baltimore. You know why? You know why you ain't get it up? Put it up? Because you a smart guy. Like the dude came on there and told you. That was smart for you to not to go to Hooters and turn your live on. I wouldn't go in no other nigga city and turn shit on and tell niggas that I'm there. You crazy in your motherfucking ass. Yeah, he was smart. You a smart guy. You a smart guy. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like you call Tank Davis a C-level fighter and say it's nothing wrong with being a C-level fighter. It's nothing wrong with you being a smart guy. And just in case you didn't know, like I told you the other day, Tank is still A-level dangerous. You just a hater. You sent by a bill to say that. You a yes man. You sent by a bill to say Tank a C-level fighter. It's nothing, and what I need you to realize, like I told you, being a smart guy, it's nothing wrong with that, with you being a smart guy, Bark for the Bone. It's nothing wrong with you being a smart guy. And as long as you live, as long as you breathe, you better stay a smart guy when it comes to thinking you can come to Baltimore and talk to niggas like you do online. That'll never happen. Long as you breathe, you better know that. That would never, ever happen. Because the only place that you would go, most likely, is to a hospital bed in Baltimore. If not worse. Coming out your mouth like you do. Coming out your coming out your pole holding mouth like you do. See y'all on the Get Back.
Oh shit! That boy Crispy Cam too. Crispy, goddamn.
Right there, yeah, get right out. Yeah, right out. Yeah. Don't want the button on. Yeah. Give me that one too, give me that one too. Yeah, yeah. Say. If I was you, nigga, I won't fuck with Mac Faded, just clear the wall in the pawn shop. Police said nigga tryna link on my killer, so some bitch still knocking off your top. Yeah, nigga, this shit so goddamn little, you gon' run, I'ma still get a drop. Yeah, just bought a chopper the size of a Glock, now it's easy to aim for the top. A nigga already caught me sleeping, I'ma shoot a little fast, I ain't just talking out my mouth. I really got racks and rank in this city, nigga, my grandma can vouch. I got like 4 millionaires trying to sign, but I'm still posted at the crack house. 37,000 on my goddamn nigga, when I see him, I'ma say I'ma still gun him down. Wish I could tell Billy we ain't legal no pussy, this shit on the floor, you get out. On the other side, could've been trying me in my hood life, but I ain't nigga wanna take the 100,000. Nigga, I'm on the side of my grandma house, 223 with 100 rounds. Ha, heard some more nigga won't smoke no foxes, went bought some more 100 rounds. Nigga, I been on the road so much that the smoke get heavy, I ain't going out of town. Yeah, I know the gang unit got this shit on repeat, so I'm calming it down. Nigga, yeah, calming it down. These niggas know we the deepest in the city, but wait till the members on the town. Yeah, I got some niggas still trying to slap and say, but I'm calming them down. Pussy, we ain't nigga linking no new niggas in this city, man, shoot with you clowns. Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, ain't nobody going in this town. My nigga just called like fat, I can't slide, cause bitch, I'm on the stone right now. Pussy, I know he ain't lying, he stay ready to gun something down. He say when he done, cooking that shit, he gon' get a J's car, then beat out of town. Nigga, where the reason why the pump shot running out of cage? Fox is cleaning shit out. I ain't gotta lie about none of this trap shit, nigga. Bitch, we still see drops. I'm saying the narcotics finna hit the spot, so we took the boat from on the grandma couch. If you think I'm lying,